Hi. Hi, and welcome to episode 1 of What is Wrong with My CV, because one size does not fit all. This is a 12-part series of short videos by myself, Jaqui Winston of New CV, and Julie Grimes of Jaguar White Recruitment. Julie runs a recruitment consultancy and provides help and coaching on CV writing and interview techniques, and I write CV and LinkedIn profiles for job seekers. Together, we have 45 years in this industry, and we feel passionate about sharing our knowledge about how to build a powerful CV that gets you noticed.
Absolutely. The videos will be available after a short while to look back on, and our contact details will always be shared in the post. So you can always look back and you can contact us. In episode 1 today, we are going to cover the purpose of a CV,
how it's changed,
keywords, and why they are important in a recruitment market that is increasingly driven by AI.
So to tackle the first point, very simply, you need a CV to sell your skills and achievements to recruiters so that you can secure an interview. A CV does not get you a job, does it, Julie?
A CV alone doesn't get you a job, Jack. No, it doesn't matter how amazing you are at writing them. It is a good sales tool. So a CV is a sales tool. It's an opener for you to get in front of employers, potential employers that you want to work with, and with the help of interview techniques. I think it's really important that you understand it's not a list of information. It is a sales document, and it is a tool to help you secure a new role. So it's very, very different.
So as Julie just said, CVs have changed enormously over the years. It used to be a list, and it was a list of where you'd worked, your name, address, marital status, age, date of birth, the whole stuff that's very GDPR unfriendly. Nowadays, it is definitely a personal branding document, which is an active document full of really important language that gets people engaged with you and what you've actually achieved. It's definitely about getting you, getting the attention of your reader, and it's about making sure that you are speaking the right language to that recruiter. So Julie, talk to us about keywords.
Yeah, keywords, and not just a recruiter, because obviously some companies do recruit themselves. So anybody that's looking at your CV, whether it be a computer or whether it be a recruiter or, like I said, a human being. So your CV needs to be assertive. It needs to be full of keywords. And the meaning of keywords is, a keyword is something you want to be known as, it's in your contained in your CV. So it could be something around experience, it could be around an IT skill that you want to use a certain package, or it could be a task that you've performed. So an example I can think of here would be, say you'd worked in retail for 10 years and you'd cross-trained and then went into an accounts role, and you were applying for a purchase ledger position, perhaps. In your CV, you need to have, obviously, that you've done purchase ledger if you have, but also other keywords like sales ledger, bank reconciliation, Microsoft Excel will all be keywords that potential employer will be looking at, whether it's through AI, the artificial intelligence, in searching and pulling off CVs, or whether it's actually reading a CV itself. They will be looking for keywords. So it's really important that those keywords are in your CV, used sensibly, not over the top, but they do need to be all over it, that it reads in a lovely English flowing way. So
I was actually about to say something about that, Julie, because I've seen CVs written where people have cottoned onto the keyword thing and they have stuffed it full of keywords, and it's completely unreadable because they're trying to sort of beat the ATS, which is a really bad idea.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be 10 times in it at all. It just needs to be in there once or twice sensibly, and even maybe in the summary as well at the top if you're very passionate about wanting to use that particular skill or be known for that. So it's really important that you keep a CV relevant for the position that you're applying for as well. You don't need to go back into roles and skills that maybe not as relevant if they don't fit on your CV. And we're obviously talking about length of CV in another one of our series, so we're not going to talk about that right now.
The final thing is about dates and being consistent. A lot of people put, say, 2019 to 2020, just using the year in their CV, as opposed to the months and the years. And as we were discussing earlier, when we were talking about what we were going to say, some people forget that you don't know what they don't know about you. And on LinkedIn, it's really good because it actually asks you for month and year, because it can be 2 months or almost 2 years if you have that date span without the months to give it context. But making sure they're consistent between your LinkedIn profile and your CV is also really important, because quite often people trip themselves up by trying to fill in gaps by changing the month of leaving employment, and they get caught out at interview. So it's just not worth trying.
I think in addition to that, Jackie, is the fact that recruiters and employers still want to see long service-ish on a CV. So if you have done 18 months and not 2 years, it's really important to get the months down, just to add a bit of ice into the top of the cake on that one. It is quite an important thing to try and sell on your CV as well.
Yeah.
So, in summary, today, really important to have an up-to-date CV, a CV that's a sales tool, a CV that is full of keywords that are relevant to you and relevant to a role, and to ensure that the whole dates are very consistent through the CV and the LinkedIn all in one. So hopefully that's helpful.
Thank you, Julie. So that's it for this episode. Next time, we're going to talk about the thorny topic of CV length. We're also going to talk about presentation and consistency.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.